Hello and welcome to Art and Trash. My name is Stephen Broomer. I'm the writer, editor, and host of Art and Trash. I offer video essays and audio commentaries and other related content dealing with cinema that trips the bounds of high and low culture. The amateur, the avant-garde, the psychotronic, the incredibly strange, the offbeat, the golden turkeys. Films that refuse the idea that cinematic illusionism is a good thing, that the whole notion of a semblance to reality and also of maintaining a suspension of disbelief is the sole goal that cinema should have. On the contrary, I don't think that's the goal of cinema. I think that cinema should be about sitting in the dark and witnessing the experiential power of images and sounds. Now, experiential power is one thing. There are also bizarre and outlandish moments in cinema that reawaken our hunger for encounters with a kind of odd, subconscious, surreal wonder. Those are the kinds of experiences that I'm seeking. I'm hoping that through the course of this series I'll have a chance to share with you a number of films that you may not otherwise have heard of. Many of the films that I'm dealing with are relative obscurities, and I hope that they might open for you, as they've opened for me, rich experiences of aesthetics, rich experiences of story, deeper experiences of perception than what conventional cinema tends to offer us. Over the next couple of months, you'll see a lot of content from me, from us. I endeavor to offer something new every week in the form of video essays, audio commentaries, but also segments closer to this format in which I'll present lists and essential reading and more general overviews of the filmographies of essential artists, that kind of thing. I also maintain a Patreon to support this material, so I do hope you might consider signing up for and pledging something for it. These videos are made possible through the support of viewers like you. I know I sound like PBS, but it's true. And I also want to thank my patrons for making it possible for me to spend this time developing this work. In our first month, we have 2 video essays, one for patrons, one for the public. Our first public video essay since the series revival is on William Greffe's Mako, the Jaws of Death, a wonderful animal exploitation film from the mid-1970s. It takes advantage of the success of Jaws, but it also takes advantage of the success of Willard. And you should expect something maybe a little bit more in the vein of Willard. It's a film that deals with the psychic bonds between outcasts and beasts. Our second video essay, Fragile Systems, focuses on the films of Christine Lucy Latimer, a wonderful Canadian media artist working between film and video. Her work engages with the material of film and video in a way that I think almost no other body of work does. In addition to these video essays, this month we have 3 audio commentaries. 2 of them are patron exclusive, but one of them is public. The public one is on Bruce Bailey's All My Life, the only experimental film I know that people get married to, an absolutely beautiful film. And the other 2 focus on classic oddities. We have one on Marv Newland's Bambi Meets Godzilla. You can imagine how that ends. And the other on a film of largely unknown provenance, The Dancing Pig from 1907. A film that often gets passed around on the internet for its creepy qualities. I try to take it on in relation to material of its time, the anthropomorphic fantasy of The Wind in the Willows. Once again, my name is Stephen Broomer. I'm looking forward to spending this time as your tour guide to Art and Trash. Thank you and welcome again.